What's up, devs? I think it's time for a little coding challenge. I've been away for the past 8 to 10 months trying to handle school, keep my grades up and all. So eventually I just quit programming altogether in an attempt to lessen the load. And as of recent, I've been working on moving into my dorm, which has been a hassle in and of itself. So yeah, essentially life's been lifing and I hadn't had a lot of time to just program on the side. Everything I used to know about C++ and JavaScript, I feel like it's completely vanished from my brain. Like, I don't even remember how to turn a string to an integer. It's bad. So essentially I'm starting over. I was thinking about different ways to approach this because it feels like technology is moving so fast now, especially with AI and everything. So I don't have time to just sit down for 8 hours a day working on hobby projects.
So I think I want to try and learn programming with the help of AI, almost like having a programming mentor. Nowadays, people use AI to generate apps and stuff, but I personally still value the skill set of knowing the fundamentals. So over the next few months, I want to try messing around with it and see how much I can actually learn.
Okay, so I went ahead and purchased the Claude Pro plan. I've heard many great things about Opus, and I think I can use that kind of precision here. In terms of the project, I think I want to do a video editing project, perhaps something small like a video slicing system, something like that. Whenever there's an awkward pause or something like that, the app can go ahead and slice that section. That would help me out in Premiere Pro because I spend way too much time just chopping up video clips that I don't want. If I could get the program to work on something like that, it would save so much time. In terms of my language, I think I want to do JavaScript because you could get something going in like seconds with JavaScript. C++, it feels like I do have to jump through a few hoops. And for a 7-day project, I think starting simple is key.
So first, I spent about an hour discussing different approaches with Claude to figure out the best way to handle a project like this. I wanted to know all the caveats and if it was even possible to get something going in about a week's worth of days. Turns out that an automatic video slicer is a lot more ambitious than I initially thought. I'd have to learn the FFmpeg library, which assists with parsing video and audio data. Claude was trying to get me to use Electron, which wasn't a bad idea, but somehow, during my last project, I couldn't get Electron to boot, which did worry me a little. The second day was mostly setup and more research. For whatever reason, there was this glitch that made Node.js incompatible with the latest version of Electron, which was pretty annoying. But after like an hour, I finally realized that all I needed to do was downgrade my version of Node, and it just worked. The next 2 days, I actually had to get carpal tunnel injections in my hands, because yeah, I deal with carpal tunnel syndrome. So I ended up just chilling since I was in the recovery phase. By that time, it was definitely time for a barber visit. And boy, I think he did a real good job with this one. But now it's time to lock it in. I could not for the life of me figure out how to even get started with this project. So I had Claude give me some example code to work with. However, my goal was to try and actually write code, so when Claude generated ideas I thought were pretty good, I made sure to at least type everything word for word to build muscle memory. I'd also still use the good old Google from time to time when I came across unfamiliar syntax or needed additional examples. Today, I'm learning regular expressions, which look so freaking cryptic. Like, I feel like this kind of syntax is exactly what people not into programming think programming looks like. There's this cool site called Regex 101 that allows you to play around with regex code. Spent a lot of time with that today. As time went on, I found myself starting to blindly trust Claude to do what I needed it to do, instead of actually taking the time to figure out the problems myself. Once I finally got through the tedious parts of the project, I finally began to realize this. And I think it's because when you have an AI generate code right in front of you, just like leaving your favorite desserts right in front of your eyes, the urge to take the code and trust that it'll work becomes exponentially stronger over time. Like, who can resist a good apple pie? All I'm saying. So for my next tasks, I started prompting the AI to give me the steps, without code this time, to building a specific function. This put more emphasis on using my general knowledge to apply what I knew and didn't. If I got lost, I'd either use the documentation or a random article I found online to help me get through it. And if I couldn't find anything helpful there, then I finally asked Claude for a hint or a solution to the problem. Turns out that this worked pretty well. took longer, but I could actually feel myself improving. And after many tests, the project finally chopped up my clips and rearranged them properly. I think this could be super useful with enough time and polish, but I definitely have a long way to go before I get there. At the moment, the app only detects silences and videos, but I do want to eventually take it a step further and add speech detection. Anyway, it's been a long session and I'm dying to get something to eat. So thanks for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts about the project in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.